Planning for mat leave isn't just about cute onesies and baby names. It's a huge financial shift. So let's talk about it. The first thing that you're going to want to understand is what amount of income are you going to be receiving when you go on mat leave? And you can figure this out by signing into your CRA My account to figure out what your EI estimated benefits are going to be when you go on mat leave. Now, keep in mind as well that there's usually a 2-week waiting period when you first start taking EI. So that's something that you're going to have to start budgeting for. The next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to ask your HR employer to see if you have any top-ups through work and what their policy is. Because if you can get topped up for a couple of months, that is obviously going to be really beneficial to your overall wallet. The next thing that you need to do is figure out what your budget is going to be. So the best way to do this is to do a budget right now and figure out what expenses you have as of this given moment. And then what I want you to start doing is project how your budget and your expenses are going to change when baby comes along. Maybe this is your first, second, third, fourth kid. Kids are expensive and they come with a lot of new territory that you may not be fully aware of that you're going to have to start paying for. So if all of a sudden you need new diapers, or you have to start buying baby formula, or you need to buy new clothes or new toys, all of these things are going to affect your budget at the end of the day. So you want to figure out how much you're going to need on a monthly basis when baby comes and have a better sense of what your expenses are going to be like. Once you figure it out or have a rough estimate of what your new expenses are going to be like, then you can kind of figure out how much you have to start squirreling away to help yourself be topped up to that income that you were used to making, right? So depending on whether you're going on 12 months or an 18-month mat leave is going to have a huge effect as well on your finances. But this is something that you can start to prepare for now. I would suggest that when you figure out how much extra money you need to start squirreling away, open up a high interest savings account somewhere and start putting that money into that high interest savings account so that when your income drops, you have an account that you can kind of top yourself up with. Now, your financial identity matters. So whether or not you end up returning to work after the baby is, of age and can go off to daycare, or maybe you want to go down to part-time, these are all huge financial shifts that are going to happen when your child comes along. So start preparing now in advance if you can. Now, I don't have kids myself. I have George, he's my baby, but I know that mat leave is a wild ride because I have a ton of coaching clients who I coach through mat leave. So just make sure that you are preparing as much as you possibly can. Enjoy the wild ride and share this with other broads in your life who may be on mat leave or maybe having some kitties coming in the near future.